Hello and welcome to another edition of Library Matters Live. We thought we'd take a special episode and give you some of the less known services of the library, maybe even call them secrets. And we'll be talking to several people in different departments, giving you ideas of things beyond books and computers available at the library. So a quick and easy one for you is to take a look at the over 250 magazine subscriptions that the library carries. When you go to the shelf, if you lift up the flap, you'll find back issues of the magazine that can be checked out for up to 3 weeks. And as an added bonus, if you go on the library's website, you can look for a service called Zinio, which offers up to 100 popular magazines that you can get in electronic format free of charge. So let's take a look and explore some of the other hidden secrets of the library. So another one of the great hidden secrets of the library is an idea started by Lisa Mulvena, our head of youth services, known to many of you as Miss Lisa. These are our Storytime to Go kits. So Lisa, tell us more about them.
Absolutely. Larry, we got a grant last fall from the Great Parents Macomb. They were run through the Macomb Intermediate School District, and we formed these early literacy kit backpacks. We have 15 of them that are different, and there's 24 kits that circulate between the 3 locations. The neat thing about these is each one is focused around a particular children's book. So as you can see here, this one is all about nursery rhymes. There will always be a picture book, and then a lot of times we try to include a nonfiction book or a rhyme, something that's a little bit different, because what we found is that kids read at different rates for fiction and nonfiction books, and we're trying to give them a leg up and promote their early literacy.
So Lisa, what is this little board here in the front?
Okay, well, the neat thing about kids is they all learn in different ways. So we have the book so you can read to your child, and this is called a felt board, and you can play with your child. In this one we're doing, it's the rhyme 2 little blackbirds, but we have different color birds, and these are our 2 yellow birds. 2 little yellow birds sitting on a hill, and that way the kid and their parent or whoever's working with them can sit down and do this together. The point of these is to work on these together with your family. We include also a finger puppet. This is Humpty Dumpty. It's just another way to learn, and it's fun to play with at home. And each kit also has a booklet that the staff here have prepared. This is probably the part that I'm most proud of because this is putting our early literacy knowledge to work. And each booklet includes rhymes and other activities that center around the various kits. So since we're doing nursery rhymes with this one, we'll have Patty Cake in here, Little Miss Muffet, just because not everybody knows the words where we do it all the time.
Right.
Right. And then for those parents that want to do more, at the back of each one we include other activities. So you can take this to the next level and do different kinds of learning. For example, with this one, it's play a game of follow the leader where you or your child is the leader. Or talk about clocks with your child and what happens at different times, which is based around hickory dickory dock. When do you eat lunch, and when do you get up, and when do you go to bed?
That's wonderful. I mean, we know that early literacy is so critical to children's development and their success later in life. Mm-hmm. So where will our parents and caregivers and grandparents in the community find these kits? And what if they don't find what they're looking for?
Okay, we do have a section at each location that's specified for our Storytime to Go kits. But the other way to find that, and this is the way that I recommend trying it, is look in our catalog at catalog.cmpl.org. And you're looking for Storytime to Go, where each word is separate. And this will bring up the list of different kits. You can see the contents in each kit, and you can place a hold. I really recommend placing a hold because we have a hard time keeping these on the shelf right now. They're just that popular.
Well, and that's the other great thing too, because it may not be at the location where you want to pick it up. So a hold, you can place it and tell us where you would like it delivered, ready to go, and
absolutely.
We'll let you know when it's in by email or telephone, however you've told us you want us to contact you.
Yes. Well, and most of these items we did purchase from local vendors such as Lakeshore Learning. So if you find that working with your child on colors, and we have a color game with our brown bear, you're able to go out and purchase it on your own afterwards.
And I think we all know that repetition and learning just reinforces that, so being able to do your own story time again and again and have a lot of fun with it, or with different kids, or maybe grandma comes over and you've learned how to do it, you can even put on a little show. Or
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
It doesn't have to be just reading. It's the reading, the talking, the playing, the singing, and all that stuff comes together to form early literacy.
Wonderful. Well, it's been such a compliment, I think, the fact that these are going off the shelf, and we will be adding more, I take it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, another one of the library's hidden secrets is located in the main building on the second floor in adult nonfiction, way in the back in the southeast corner. It's our Donald W. Green Local History Room. And over the years, we've been accumulating information, maps, other information about Clinton Township, Macomb Township, Macomb County, the state of Michigan, many gems. But a lot of local history actually starts in your own home. I don't know about you, but I've inherited several lovely boxes like this, about 50, 60 years old, and inside it has, for those of you of a certain age, may recall 35 millimeter slides on a carousel. So 35 millimeter slides were actually taken in place of pictures, and they're on little pieces of transparent film like this that you can see through. To view them, when I was a kid, they would go into a projector. You had a big portable screen and a very hot light bulb and this projector, and you'd go one at a time and spin through this carousel of about 80 different pictures. But over time, those projection units have disappeared, and film also degrades over time and colors change and begin to fade. So a couple of years ago, the library's IT manager, Aaron Green, approached our friends of the Clinton-Macomb Public Library, a group that's dedicated to raising funds through book sales for special purchases for the library, funded Aaron's request to get a 35 millimeter slide digitizer. So now, and we'll give you a quick demonstration, you can actually take an entire carousel of slides in about 15 minutes and have them in an SD card format that you'd use in a digital camera that not only preserve your images for the long term, but then are also easily shared with friends and family members. So if there's a holiday coming up or a special birthday, what a wonderful way to take your family treasures, your own archive of digital or of images, and you can create a photo book, or you could put them on a website, or many other ways to distribute them, even on a coffee mug nowadays, I suppose, and really give a great gift to a loved one and preserve your own family history as well. So Aaron, you talk a little bit more about this and some of the other equipment we have in this room, and maybe give a demo.
Certainly. Well, this is our 35 millimeter slide digitizer, and it is very much what you would have seen back in the living room when you were showing slides before. It is a modified slide projector, customed by a company called a digital shoebox. The product is called Slide Snap Pro. And it takes a standard carousel, so if you have them in box, that will work in most cases. This is a Kodak slide projector. Occasionally you will run into issues, which I'm doing right this moment, but it can be calibrated, and we do have several trays that we can provide to you for loading. Additionally, the ones that you would have displayed at home get flipped inside the lens before they're displayed. All of these, as they're in here right now, would scan upside down. Essentially what's going on is the slide projector takes the materials and you run it as if it's a normal slide, projector, and instead of projecting it out into a wall, it projects down this tunnel through a standard camera lens on a nice digital camera, and you put the SD card into the digital camera itself, turn it on, and then it just starts taking photos on the fly. You can pause, you can continue on quite well, and it's approximately 100 pictures per gigabyte. So we many standard SD cards are about 8 gigabytes. That's 800 photos, and because it's not permanent, you can take them home, copy them off, come back, and use the same device again. But 800 will get you through several carousels to get you started, and there are larger ones. This will accept up to at least 64 gigabytes. The entire process, as Larry said, takes about between like 5 and 15 minutes per carousel, and it will preview on this monitor very quickly. You can't make modifications on the fly, but to give you a vague idea of what you'll be seeing when you look at them later. In addition, we have a photo scanner, which will take stacks of photos instead of one at a time like in a traditional flatbed scanner. It will take them as a stack like it's a photocopier and run them through. And if you've made notes or your relatives have made notes on both sides of the camera, the picture, there are 2 scanning elements so that it can scan both the front and the back in one go, allowing you to digitize a trip in short order, and you can customize various settings throughout it. You can put it, because it's attached to a computer, you can put it on CD, DVD, flash drive, or upload it to the internet. And because it does move so quickly and because it's such an easy system, all you have to do for this one, once the computer's on, is press this button, and with its default settings, it runs, and then you're all set. The same thing here, you turn on the monitor, camera, and slide projector, and you press that button and it goes. The third item that we have in here, right, is a VHS to DVD converter. Those of you who don't remember VHSs, they're a lot like audio cassettes. What is an audio cassette? Well, it's magnetic tape, and in this case, it contains video and audio and probably has memories of your childhood or family trips. And they're starting to degrade, especially if you've been keeping them by your television. Who knew? But we've made that process fairly easy. This is actually a home purchasable device. And this right here is a VHS to DVD converter. You play it back through a standard VCR, and you can watch it on this monitor and listen if you choose. And you can record it direct to a DVD. We do sell those here, blanks, or you can bring in your own, and they're playable once finalized in any standard DVD player or computer. So that allows us to preserve digitally and therefore prevent the degradation of VHS tapes, 35 millimeter slides, and photos all in one room, which is one of the, or 3 of the best services that we provide to residents. And these rooms we do ask that you reserve them ahead of time, but beyond that, the process is available for residents, and we hope you'll come in and try it out. We do teach classes periodically, and you should check out our newsletter for details.
And also, perhaps best of all to also mention, all of this equipment is provided free of charge, and as Aaron mentioned, to our residents in Macomb Township and Clinton Township in the portion that's not in the Mount Clemens School District. So they're our taxpayers, and our friends have paid for all of this. So it's a tremendous service, again, a way to preserve your local history and also to share it with your friends and family members.
Yes, thank you again to the friends for their contribution. They help with so much of what we do, and they've essentially provided everything in this room.
Two of the great secrets of the library are in the Popular Materials Department, and I'm here with Emily Kubash, Head of Popular Materials. The first we'd like to talk about are mixed in here with the audio book collection, and they're called Playaways. So Emily, tell us a little bit more about this collection.
Sure, Larry, thanks for having me today. Playaways are audiobooks that are contained on a small device that's about the size of a deck of cards. So you've got an entire audiobook right on this little device. It runs on a AAA battery, and all the control buttons are right on the back of the thing, so you can pause it, rewind it, fast forward, whatever you need to do. A lot of our customers find these really useful when they do chores or exercise. These are easy to slip into your pocket or put around your neck while you're going for a walk. A lot of people report they like to use them that way. We have a wide variety of titles that are available. There's mystery books, fiction books, romance, westerns, even some nonfiction and some biography. We have a great variety to choose from. And like Larry said, the playaways are housed near the audiobooks on CD here at the main library. And there are also small collections at our north and south branch. So next time you're in the library, stop on by and a librarian would be happy to show you where they're at.
And also, this sort of fits very nicely in with our Macomb Library for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, because the mission there is that all may read so that people can continue to read. And so that leads us to our next collection we'd like to talk about, which are magnifiers that you can check out. So Emily, why don't you give us a demonstration of that?
We have a small sample of the magnifiers here today. There's a much greater variety available. But here's a small sampling. We have all different kinds. Some that you can just sit right on the table and slide over your printed materials. Others are more of a handheld device that you can move physically over the printed materials. And then some of them even have a built-in light, so you can get some light to help you read while you're using the magnifier. And we try to keep a wide variety of these available so that people can try them out and see which ones are going to work best for them. Many of our customers then end up purchasing one for their own use later on. And the library can also make referrals to several stores in the area that sell low vision aids, so we can do that for you as well. Here at the main library, the low vision aids are located in the Macomb Library for the Blind area. You do not need to be a member of the Library for the Blind to check them out. All you need is a valid library card, and you can check them out for a 3-week period.
And I think it's also good to mention that we've recently, unfortunately, had one of our Library for the Blind customers pass away, Lily C., and her family designated the library as the beneficiary in lieu of flowers, and so we received a substantial gift, and we'll be using that to enhance this collection and add new items and that people can try out. We believe that people should be able to read. That's a great feeling of independence, and this is one way that they can accomplish that, and again, to find out what device works best for them.
Sure, before you make the investment, you can try it out.
So one of the things that we found that was hidden to many members of the public that we were a bit shocked to learn in doing some focus groups was people said, oh, it'd be really nice to have an electronic newsletter to remind me of what's going on at the library, or I wish I had a publication that told me about library services and events. So I've asked Jamie Morris, our community relations specialist, to talk a little bit about our newsletter and how to get more connected to the library and remember what's going on and get those notifications. So Jamie?
Yeah, thanks Larry. So in case you haven't seen it before, this is our library newsletter. It comes in the mail 3 times a year, so you're going to want to look for it in the early January timeframe, the early May timeframe, and also the early September timeframe. This is the physical newsletter, and it outlines 4 months at a time the events that are going on at the library. But if this gets lost in the the bulk mail, or you just don't come across it, we do have an option for you to receive library event notifications and a monthly library e-newsletter via email. So the first thing you're going to want to do is visit our website, www.cmpl.org, and you're going to want to click on the Events tab. Once here, you'll see that our event calendars pull up, and right here it says e-notify. So this is going to email you in order to, you can choose the programs that you'd like to see more about. So you'll enter your email address, and then you can choose children's programs, adult programs, book sales, teen programs, concerts, craft programs, pretty much everything we offer. Once you sign up for e-notification, we'll send you an email when there's an event coming up within 2 weeks, and it'll let you know about the registration for those events. In addition to e-notification, we also offer Library Matters Monthly. And Library Matters Monthly is it's a nice digest of what each topic that we have in the newsletter a month. So this is our past Library Matters Monthly. You can see it highlighted the book sale. It highlighted some Halloween activities that we're offering at all locations, and it also highlighted an adult program. In addition, it gives information about book kits, some trivia nights that we had, and then some quick links. We offer e-magazines, free music, and a link to our blog so you can see what the staff members are checking out. In order to sign up for this, you would just click sign up to receive Library Matters Monthly, and you would enter your email address, and you would be sent that once a month.
Great, thanks, Jamie.
You're welcome.
So thank you for joining us for this episode of Library Matters Live. I hope we'll see you in the library soon or on our website for these and many, many more services that hopefully will not be a secret. And hopefully you will share these secrets with your friends, family, and neighbors, and we'll see you in the library soon. Thank you.